Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing great. This is Sebastian from Cavalier Cigars. Don't forget, smoke gold, stay gold, and you're watching CigarNoise Weekly.
Thanks, Sebastian, and welcome back to CigarNoise Weekly. I'm Dave, your host, and we've got new friends to introduce to the show this week. Dom gets crazy in the kitchen, Ted has your cigar of the week, and Rich explains things. So fire up something Cavalier, pour yourself a tall glass of liquid courage. It's time to make some noise. For everyone wishing that some of our recent favorites will come back in stock, some LEs, some limited productions, we've got great news. Several are coming back this summer in new sizes. Way to Nicaragua's Numero Uno gets a Churchill size this summer. Aganorsa's Supreme Leaf will debut in a Toro size in July, as well as their 2020 Casa Fernandez Aniversario, and Roma Craft Tobacco's Craft 2020 is coming soon this month. And Drew Estate has gift sets shipping in August. Jonathan Drew said, quote, "Gift sets are cool as fuck. I dig them." Short and sweet. And next up, we're introducing Erica and Amy from the TLE Podcast to discuss random topics that affect your lounge experience.
The lounge experience with CigarNoise. Listen, this is our first one of the random topics that Amy and I are going to pick from a hat, and topics that we have accumulated over time. And this week she's in agreement with
whatever we pick.
Whatever we pick, and I'm in the disagreement. No matter what it is, we got to go back and forth. So we're super excited to be a part of this segment. And what are you smoking? It smells really good.
Room 101.
So am I.
10th anniversary. Since I'm in agreement, let's see what I pick. Ooh.
Read it out loud.
People that won't shut up when sitting with you at a lounge. Why shut up? I'm sitting with you.
You're in agreement with that.
Yeah.
Well, when you're in a lounge, you want to be able to relax, and you don't want anybody to bother you. The majority of the time, that's why I go to a lounge. I mean, a lot of you go to lounges too, and you just want to sit there, you want to smoke your cigar in peace, maybe say hi here and there, but when somebody really goes off.
But maybe I'm not just going off. Maybe I want to speak to you and have a conversation, get to know you. This is what the cigar lounge industry is. The industry is about. Making connection, learning who people are, getting to know each other.
No, Amy.
Yes.
No.
I am about that life, you know?
I know. No, yes, I understand what you're saying, but no. When somebody starts rambling the fuck off, they need to shut up when they see a sign like, hey, I'm not making eye contact with you. I am looking at my phone. I'm looking at the TV, and I'm giving you, yeah, oh, that's crazy. Okay.
Well, maybe I want your advice on something, or maybe I want your opinion on a thought that I have, or something.
Whether it's you or somebody else, I just want you guys to just shut up. I'm gonna be rude.
I'm trying not to be rude, and I'm trying to have a conversation with you and enjoy an experience.
No.
Talk your ear off.
When somebody talks your ear off,
yes,
at a lounge, is not okay.
I want to cheers with you. I want to talk to you. I want to know how well you're doing. I want to see how your family has been doing.
Every lounge that I go into now, I'm going to create a bubble. I'm going to become the bubble.
No, it's rude.
Bubble
you
girl.
Want to be able to interact with
the show, the movie Bubble Boy. I know, I'm going to become that. Or just tape it off and say, hey, this is my space. Do not talk to me. You should create. They should create in the lounge like the no space zone, like no talk zone.
Guys, you guys tell us. What do you think has a bad reasoning behind this whole thing? And if you agree with me, just comment on this video.
No, man.
Something.
No.
Say that I am the right person.
People talking too fucking much on at the lounge is not okay. It's okay. Read the signs. Read the signs.
Talk to people.
And until next time, come back. Can't wait to choose the next topic. It's going to be really fun. Happy to be a part of CigarNoise. And tune in. All right?
So next time,
I'm in agreement.
Thank you, ladies, and be sure to check them out at TLE_podcast on Instagram. And if you're wondering why I cut them off at just 2 minutes, that's so you can tune into their podcast that airs every Thursday and learn more about this week's topic. That's tomorrow. Next, Ted has your cigar of the week.
Hey guys, it's Ted with your CigarNoise Weekly Cigar of the Week. And the cigar of the week this week is what some refer to as an ultra premium cigar. I don't know if I'd call it that, but Diamond Crown Julius Caeser Toro. Definitely maybe not an everyday smoke. I think you can get this for about $14. So it's definitely a little bit more expensive than your typical $8, $10 cigars, $6 cigars that guys look for a daily smoker. But this one will not disappoint. I've smoked a few of these here recently in preparation for this video, but I've smoked quite a few of them in the past as well, and something that is very consistent with this cigar is the sweetness that's in it. And I've heard some people refer to it as raisin sweetness. I've heard some people refer to it as brown sugar, molasses, honey. And so depending on your palate, you might get one of those different sweetness, but you will definitely get a sweetness along with the heavy wood notes in the cigar. And speaking of the wood notes, I've heard it described as both cedar and hickory. I think it's kind of a cross between the two, honestly. Every once in a while I get a little bit of a campfire hickory, but most of the time it's a real consistent cedar flavor. Ecuadorian wrapper with undisclosed binders and fillers, so it's a big secret. Who knows what it is, but it's very, very good, and I don't think you'd be disappointed. I would call this a medium body, medium strength cigar. So if maybe you're looking for something middle of the day, or maybe even at the beginning of the day and you just don't want to start the day with a Connecticut, this would be a great choice. Julius Caeser Diamond Crown. Someone also told me, I can't remember, I think it was Dom, said that this blend is the exact same blend that Julius Caesar actually smoked when he was a general or a dictator in Roman times. I think Dom's lying to me. I think that what I read on the internet is probably more likely, and that is the Julius Caesar cigar is named after the owner of the company, Diamond Crown, J.C. Newman. Julius Caesar Newman. And that sounds a little bit more realistic. So, Dom, nice try. You're going to have to come up with a better story than that. This is Ted with your CigarNoise Weekly Cigar of the Week, the Diamond Crown, Julius Caesar. And you can see I'm not smoking that one, but I am smoking one right here. So, great smoke. See you guys next week.
Thanks, Ted, and be sure to check him out at Ted Runs Again on Instagram. Next up, we've got Dom, who takes us to the kitchen.
Most likely, if you've read cigar reviews, you've seen baking spices. What is that? What are they? Well, let's find out. So while there are many different kinds of baking spices, the three main ones, at least as far as I'm concerned, cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg. So what do these smell like? Sniff them. Cinnamon I like to always have as a baseline because I know what cinnamon tastes like and smells like. Yep. Warm and spicy. Cloves. So this has, I would say, like an earthier, piney flavor compared to cinnamon. Something like that. Some in that forest, neck of the woods, if you will. And finally, nutmeg. I usually have whole nutmeg on hand, but gave them away to my parents. So this has kind of like a lemony flavor compared to cinnamon. Still has that warmth though. Nuts! Well, smelling's one thing. You don't smell your cigars, you smoke them. You taste them. So, how do you know the difference? Cook with them. Let's do that. Now, normally you would bake with baking spices. That makes a lot of sense. However, I have no oven. So we're cooking. Let's cook! Alright, let's start with the classic cinnamon. Everybody knows what this tastes like. Wonderful. Cinnamon toast. So good. Alright, cloves. You can't eat the whole thing. I think cloves comes from a word that means nail or something because they look like nails. But you want the top part. That's good enough. Cloves are good in oranges. You just stick a bunch of them in an orange, you set it out. Makes the whole room smell like orange and clove. You could have guessed that, but it's good. Finally, nutmeg. I use this on an alcoholic milkshake that I make. Always fresh though, not this ground stuff. This ground stuff's bad. It's like lemony sand. There's nutmeg. Oh, I didn't mention allspice, but you can imagine it tastes like all three of those spices combined. Hence the name allspice. Expand your palate. Try things.
Thanks, Dom, and be sure to check him out at cigar_analogies on Instagram. And now we head to Rich, who drops that knowledge like it's hot.
Hey guys, cigars used to be so much more popular in the United States than they are today. In the 1890s, there were over 40,000 cigar factories in the United States alone. That's a lot of cigar factories. In 1914, the average American, smoked 86 cigars per year. Think about that. That's a lot. So what happened? Why did everything change? Why don't you see 86 cigars per year being smoked by most people? The answer is war and cigarettes. That's what changed almost everything. So in the World Wars, they needed a way to get tobacco to the troops. General Pershing of the United States military said that tobacco was as important to the war effort as bullets. That's how important they found tobacco to be. And which type of tobacco is quick to consume, easy to transport, and just right for something like a soldier? It's a cigarette. It's not a cigar. So what happened was the YMCA, the Red Cross, the American government, in the care packages they sent cigarettes. Lots and lots of cigarettes. So what that did was it made American soldiers much more interested in cigarettes when they came back. And you can see why tobacco would be important in a war effort, because it gives you a time to take a break, a little peace, a little calm in a very difficult situation. It gives you something to socialize with your friends. So you can see why it would be important. But then what happened was when they came back from the war, they were interested in the cigarettes, which was a big selling point for them in an ongoing way. And then everybody else also wanted to be just like our American troops. These guys were heroes. So they also took up cigarettes. And all the worse for cigars. And it's been sort of a switch over to cigarettes at that time. And that's just kind of how everything changed in a really, really dramatically big way, really quickly for cigars.
Thank you, Rich, and be sure to check him out at MooCowRich on Instagram. And if you would like to make a Soldier's Day in a very special way, check out our link in the description for Cigars for Warriors. As we close with our social media CigarNoise hashtags of the week, I'd like to say thank you very much to all of our special guests, everyone that makes this show happen each week, and Tom Thurrow for sharing his musical talent with us.